Hey guys, this is Coach Goodrich again with another 6th grade Heritage Studies / Ancient Civ video. This is part 2 of Ancient Japan, which is going to be part 2 of Unit 7. So guys, make sure, my 6th graders, make sure you guys have your notes out and fill this on. This is going to be a short one today. I went a little bit longer than I thought I was going to go the previous day. So the Heian government and collapse. A strong central government was challenged by the officials and their powerful families, and the most powerful family of these was the Fujiwara, who married into the imperial family. Imperial would mean the family of the empire, of the emperor, to make their family politically and financially strong. In this way, the Fujiwara controlled the government from 794 to 1185 AD, but was interrupted by a 30-year civil war that began in 1156. By the end of the war, that power had shifted from the emperor to various military officials. And this is going to be the rise of feudalism in Japan. After the Civil War, feudalism, a system for organizing and governing society based on land and service, became the system of government which divided the land among the nobles, who divided among the peasants in exchange for loyalty and allegiance. At the top of the system were the emperor, his family, and the shogun, who is the military leader with the real power. In 1192, the first shogun was Yoritomo, who was chosen after defeating the other clans in battle. He was the best general, so he should be the one that kind of rules over everybody. This is the most recent, or the second most recent, Japanese emperor. And Yoritomo is pictured here. Oh, there you go. More pictures of him. Second highest class in the system were the daimyos, who the chief nobles, warlords, who used their personal economies and armies to protect the lands and then eventually fight to become the shogun. Third class were the samurai, who made up the daimyos' armies and whose lives were governed by war and bushido, which is the way of the warrior, their kind of code of honor. It's going to be easily comparable in a lot of ways to chivalry, which is the code of the medieval knights that we'll talk about in that part of the unit. Lowest class were the peasants, who are divided into subclasses, including farmers, artisans, and merchants. So you kind of see how the social pyramid is divided. There are the daimyos, also known as the lords of the samurai. And then a couple pictures of some of the last official government recognized samurai. These are taken in like 1889, 1890. Towards the end of the 19th century. There you go. Social pyramid. Population increases, which is why peasants is the biggest, and the money and power increases as you go to the top, and population decreases as you work your way up. So shogun to the daimyo to the samurai to the peasants. The Mongols in the 1200s, the Mongols from China, led by the Khans, tried to invade Japan twice, and both times most of their fleet was destroyed by huge storms, leading the Japanese to believe that they were invincible in war and that their homeland of Japan could never be conquered. These storms are going to become known as kamikaze, which means divine wind. You can see that replayed in later on in the Japanese history, most famously with the suicide pilots in World War II in the Pacific. The victory was also costly to the Japanese, which led to internal struggles for the next 500 years. But they got a lot of sense of pride in who they were, from their samurai, from the daimyos, the shoguns, and this idea of kamikaze, the idea that their homeland could never be taken captive. Alright, mini quiz. So guys, you can either answer this just on a sheet of paper and then send pictures through Remind or through the homework drop or through email to me. You can also download. This quiz is going to be documented in your supporting documents on the lesson plans on RenWeb, so you can print that out and write on it. You can print this out if you want to and write on it. You can also take the online test version of this, which is going to be multiple choice. Same 5 questions, but it's going to be multiple choice, and it will grade it for me automatically via the online testing link on RenWeb. But that is totally up to you. Just make sure you do it and submit it, and we'll pick up with part 3, which leads into medieval Europe next time. You guys be safe out there.